So hi everybody, it's time for new update video and per your answers also Q&A video. As you can see, I'm doing this on Sunday evening because usually I do this video around on Monday afternoon, but tomorrow I have scheduled an interview, so I will be busy at the regular time, so I'm doing this today, and probably I will do this video in three sections. So first I will be, let's say, general update on Lisa. The second will be going through your comments and questions, and the third one will be regarding COVID situation at the end. So regarding Lisa, let's say we have ups and downs with her. Downs are usually in the morning. She doesn't want to go out for a walk when mom is here, so she will sleep in the morning. She will go to mom's bed and she will not move until mom will actually get up from the bed and also leave the bedroom. Yeah, that's one problem. But let's say for our noon walk, midday walk, or evening walk, she will go outside with no problems. During the walk, usually she knows, usually now she's trailing me. She's not in front, moving very slowly. But sometimes she will be, her old self, especially when I have treats, then she will be on heel command, or actually going forward as I like it. So yeah, for most of the week she was eating, let's say, one meal per day, which is not, let's say, bad. But for last 2 days, so Friday, Saturday, she has been eating her regular two meals, so one in the morning and one in the evening. So we will see if she will also eat her evening meal, because we just came from our evening walk and I gave her food, but I haven't checked it if she has already finished it or even started it. So yeah, this is also our first weekend without mom and little sis. They went to Prikmurje because mom has to attend to her garden and trees. She has a plan to trim the trees and prepare the garden for the upcoming season. So yeah, we will be alone for what, 4 or 5 days, and currently she's doing okay. We are going for walks between 8 to 9 kilometers per day, 3 times per day usually, and yeah, she's, let's say, okay. So let's go through your comments and questions. We will go, let's say, in chronological order. So let's find the oldest. Yeah, and it's here. Lisa say, my favorite game, Tag of War from Carla. Yep. If she has to pull it, that's her game. Lisa prefer to sleep here. Yeah. So next weekend, a week, Lil Sis actually doesn't have school because there are school holidays. So she was actually going to school, so regular school, physical school for 1 week, and then they had already scheduled uh, winter holidays. So yeah, next time I will bring her a double ball. Yep, that will be fine. Hopefully she will like it, because lately she does play with balls, but not as before. Thank you, Zachary. Hopefully you will also like this new video. He wrote, "This was a cool setup. How you did this?" Basically, I'm just using, Xbox. Is it game on Microsoft Windows? So just you press what? Windows key, Alt key, and R key to record. I used to worry they had fleas, but soon worked out that snow dogs just do a lot of grooming to get rid of all unwanted hair. Yeah, she will clean herself, Lisa, also quite regularly. I think we spotted in her lifetime 2 fleas on her, and they were basically walking around her face area, around her nose. Basically, they were not attached. So yeah, I think they had trouble getting inside to the skin because of all the hair. She looked at mom for help as her new toy is stuck to the floor. Yeah, it needs to be stuck, but Lisa has found a way how to unstuck it quite quickly. So it's quite annoying when these dog toys, which should be working for dogs, but then the dogs can figure out how to undo it. Thanks, Carla. Our pleasure. Let's also give it. It's quite clear. Thank Cat DNA. Yeah. Sometimes these snow dogs can remind you by behavior to our feline friends. Thanks, Philip, for good update. Thank you. So yeah, thank you, Laura, for your condolences. Yeah, we are missing TJ. Alenka, oh my god, Lisa invented a new position for playing tug of war. Yeah, lazy dog. She showed us if you are expert in something, you can do it in all the positions. Yeah. Same with Lorna. Carla, Lisa is multitasking. Yeah, of course. Being lazy is one of the tasks that she's doing quite well. More constructions. Yeah, lately in last, let's say, 5 years, there is a lot of construction projects going on here, around here. So people are moving here, and the place is, let's say, growing even more than it's already have. So sweet watching her roll and chew. Yep, thank you, Luna and Tuna. Lisa, how a sweet dog. Claudia, thank you very much. Stubborn Malamute, of course, when there is snow involved, or at least very, cold temperatures, she would be basically, her wish would be that she can just stay outside for the whole time. New car part or ice rink in the winter. Yeah, we will see that, but I think that they consider the drainage problem. And there were some raining going on in the last 2 weeks, but I haven't seen any large puddles of water there. The best way, of course. She's always looking for TJ, yeah. Or perhaps because when TJ was around, she was used to, being like a scout, trailblazer, always in front, making sure where to go, that it's safe for TJ. But now, without TJ, she doesn't have to do it, and she can be, just set behind. Hopefully, Lorna, that she will get used to it, being without TJ. Sonia, my 13-year-old old retriever is facing the same problem, worried. Yeah, I would suggest I would suggest to visit the vet to find out what is going on. So yeah, I will reply to some that because TJ, if you consider he was what 14 years old when he passed away, and half of his life he had problem with arthritis in his front paws, and for last what 2 perhaps 3 years he had problems with his hips, deterioration due to wear and tear and old age. Liza was not interested at all. Yeah, sometimes she will react to that shepherd, Swiss shepherd. Sometimes she will not. Yeah, shepherd. Yeah, you cannot see it from. I think you cannot see it from this angle, but the house is a little bit down the slope, and basically the white shepherd is just so far down this slope or the yard that he can barely see the road from that position that he's usually on. She's yeah, hopefully she will get used to Zachary. Never forgotten TJ. Yeah, fortunately we have a lot of his videos from the last years. I wish that I would have some videos. Thank you, Jeep Sahara. Rest in peace. Yeah, I wish that we would have some videos of TJ from his, glory days when he was in prime between, let's say, 2 and 6 years, when he would be running as crazy for hour and more, chasing the ball, fetching the ball, and you would have to basically literally force him to take a rest or go to something to drink, because he was just he was a true golden retriever, ball crazy. Thanks, Lorna. Lovely memories of our dear TJ. Odin, rest in peace, TJ. Thank you very much. Brenda, thank you very much. Elena, also to you. Lorna, the ambulance drivers must all know Liza by now. I don't know. They don't stop and comment on her howling. But yeah, she's trying her best to support them. Yeah, Carla, that's also could be the case that she was so used to being with TJ all the time. But in the last month we would go for our separate walks because TJ couldn't, keep up, or he would get tired easily. So we went for with Lisa for a much longer walk, because usually she needs some time to get ready for number twos. But yeah, Lisa says you don't scare me. Yeah, or I will not react to your insults. We love and miss you, TJ. Thank you very much. Yes, you have to support your emergency services. They should change the sirens to a woo, yeah, headache. Perhaps to even match even more to match with Lisa's howling. Southern K9, thank you very much. Yeah, you also lost tracks. Yeah. Wolf said, "Good morning, beautiful. Still love the sound of your voice." Now he's going back to sleep. Yeah. So we have intercontinental communication using internet. What a marvelous piece of machinery. So Zachary, yeah. But it's still it's better to look at these videos, old videos, and to see how it used to be, how he was, enjoying his life. But so yeah, every day it's getting better. Oh yeah, we have pedestrian crossing all over. Perhaps I will make a video regarding what types of pedestrian crossings we have, from the simple one that are by our house, the most complicated. Marisha, or Maritia. So sweet Lisa. Yep, Lisa waits patiently for mom. Yeah, every time when mom goes across the road, she has to watch it if everything is okay. Nothing will happen to her. Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes she wants her vanilla treats, and she's not, she will not dignify herself with eating, just the regular kibble. So she needs her good treats. Lisa is the best howler in Shishka district. Yeah, we don't hear any other dogs howling as much as Lisa. She's just waiting for the snow. Yeah, this week was actually quite warm, so the predictions of our meteorologists were quite right. So the last 1 to 2 weeks of February will be quite warm. Then apparently March will be quite cold. Yep, she cannot get lost. I would like a different flavor. That's exactly what I was saying. She likes vanilla. It's okay, Lisa Lyle. Yeah, I think it was because it was not morning, or it was. Can't remember. I think it was our morning walk, but because it was a little bit later and longer than usual, it was already sun was out. But yeah, I think they gave the husky that foam, and he was just enjoying it. Too lazy, too comfy to move. He was. You 2 days ago we went there. 2 3 days ago, and he was okay. He came to the fence. You will see the video. So he's not ill. He was just too comfy, guarding his bed. Yeah, most probably. Yeah, usually he comes to the fence to see Lisa. Are you allowed to film? So rainbow paws. Are you allowed to film these dogs you see? I am standing on a public space, and you can film it. Plus, I'm not showing, people. Plus, on top of that, owner has seen, and you can also hear it on this video that we exchange greetings. We have seen we have seen each other for several times now. He never minded because I'm usually only filming Lisa and the dog. Lisa, don't interrupt Husky's nap. Yeah, that's most likely the reason. The husky looks tired, perhaps. Lovely to see Lisa playing in the water. Yeah, sometimes she likes to go, in this doggy pool and just to have some fun and blast or walk in the puddle and so forth. Some nice clips of Lisa and TJ too. Yeah, I have so tomorrow morning there will be the last compilation, and now we are basically done with the old videos, unless perhaps anyone else will find anything else on their mobiles. Yeah, she likes the snow much more than the water. Lovely clip. So Liz and TJ, thank you. Lots of different sounds. So nature dog realms. Lots of different sounds in the city to keep a dog interested. Yeps. She was busy with guarding shopping bags, watching a car on the other side, and reading evening news. Yeah, I just came from the shop this time. From when you're seeing the thumbnail photo, I just came back from the shop, and yeah, I think the shopping was more interesting than the passing ambulance. So regarding that's it. Thank you for all the comments and the questions. I appreciate every and each of one of you that has taken the time and to basically to correspond with me regarding our talks. So the situation regarding COVID here in Slovenia this week, as I said before, we this past week we had school opened on the western part of Slovenia. Schools were opened in the western part of Slovenia. Most of the shops are now opened. The recreational sport facilities can also be opened. Um, so basically, of course, the cultural institutions like libraries, museums, galleries are also opened. Um, Faculties or universities basically will still remain on the online teaching, except when there must be laboratory hours or something like that. But yeah, um, this week we basically stayed below 1,000 new cases per day, except well, on Friday I believe we had 900 plus new cases, which is quite bad. And we see, so 2 weeks ago there were some, let's say, massive, larger, so 100, 200 people, some protests regarding, an opening of schools, which then government, of course, opened them. And in those towns or regions where there were the most protests, we now are seeing spikes, new cases, because people wanted schools. They were against government regulations regarding COVID, and of course nobody was wearing mask, and of course they were mingling in a crowd, and of course some people had COVID, and now a lot more people have COVID. But yeah, there were also several days this week, this past week, when we had fewer than 10 deaths due to the COVID per day, which hasn't happened since I think November of last year, when the spike when there was a spike, well, the start of the spike regarding deaths here in Slovenia due to the COVID. And yeah, for this upcoming week, we are not expecting any new changes regarding measures. Um, yeah, that's it. Basically, nothing new. Basically, we can say that the situation is improving slightly. Yeah, the testing is going on, the vaccinations are still going on, but as you know, especially those that live in the EU, there is a shortage of vaccination doses. So that is also happening, well, going on here in Slovenia. I really don't know when I will be in line to receive the vaccination, but yeah, so far there is no problem regarding that. I still wear my mask everywhere I go outside of the home, even if it's not now mandatory anymore. I still wear it. Better to be safe than sorry later, especially with this virus. So hopefully you're okay, you're doing okay, your dogs are doing okay, and we will see you soon. If not, we will hear each other next week. Thank you for listening and goodbye.